So it's Dr. H. I'm back, and I want to keep talking about being at the bottom. In the first intro, I talked about a little bit about the whole concept of being at the bottom, what it means. We're all at the bottom, and we're having respect for being at the bottom, eating that a little bit of humble pie. In this episode, I really want to talk about what it means to eat at the bottom. Eating at the bottom is different. Of course, it's based off of where we are at the bottom. Again, I said that my bottom is not the same as the next person's bottom. One person's bottom is another person's top. Being at the bottom is all about forward progress. You should always be progressing to more. So, eating at the bottom, let's talk about that. One of the things I used to say all the time, and I still say it, is I don't bring anything to the table. I am the table. I bring the whole spread, a complete feast. And one of the things you don't want to do is just invite anybody to your feast because you don't want your feast to be spoiled. So when it comes to eating at the bottom, you want to make sure you're eating with people of like minds. You don't want to invite liars and manipulators to your feast because now your feast is spoiled. And what's worse is now you will become a liar and a manipulator. Now, if that's your bag, then you're fine. You're in good company. You're in the same company. But if that's not something that you do, you don't want liars and manipulators at your feast. You want people who, at a minimum, have what you have at your feast. So if you're feasting on fish, doesn't matter what kind of fish, doesn't matter how that fish is cooked, fish. You may not want to have someone who's bringing leftovers that they found in a garbage out back outside of an Italian restaurant, for instance. Why? Not on the same level. Now, am I saying there's anything wrong with how that other person eats? Absolutely not. People do what they have to do. But you want to make sure that when you're eating at the bottom, you keep eating at a level that at a minimum, people are bringing the same thing. At a minimum. That way you can continuously climb and climb higher. So what if you have someone who wants to eat at your feast who's bringing filet mignon? Do you turn them away? No. Why? Because you may be working to climb to that next level. That person may be your top. That may be their bottom. Their bottom might be filet mignon, but filet mignon might be your top. And so to get to that next rung of the ladder, so you can feast differently at that level of your table, so you can expand your spread, expand your feast. Yeah, I'm gonna invite this person with the filet mignon. I'm gonna invite them because I want to expand my spread. I want to expand my feast. See, when it comes to eating at the bottom, it's not, you don't want to stay where you are. So you want to look for people of like minds who can bring at a minimum what you have to the table. But you're really looking for people who can go above and beyond that, because that's how you elevate and you change your taste. Now you have an appetite for more. That's what it is to eat at the bottom, because you're never at the bottom for long. You're constantly evolving to another level. So now you've moved from fish to fish and filet mignon. You're on surf and turf now. You've expanded the feast. And it's not just any kind of steak. It's filet mignon. And maybe you've added some shellfish in there. You might have lobster in it. Now you're at the next level. So now you finally reached your top. But now your top has become your bottom because your eyes are set on something more. Thanks for tuning in with me, Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach. Remember to spread lots of love and light.